Hello, Ava here, A Kiss for Luck. I am back in Farm Together today, and I'm just going to be talking about the map. When I first started this game, oh my god, the map just made me bada. Okay, and here's what I'm going to show you. I hit M. If I hit M, this is what my map looks like. I call it organic. I am on a map that's got different elevations, some higher, some lower. You've got a lot of bumps and rocks and things, so it's not always really clear and easy to build. However, there are other maps you will find that look like this. Isn't that lovely? And some will look like this, and some will be far more confusing than mine. Actually, most are going to be far more confusing than mine. So what I am going to be doing today is showing you what these bits and bobs look like, or what they actually mean. When I first went to another map, I was dumbfounded. I had no idea what to do, so I just walked around and got completely and utterly lost, and finally just had to leave because I couldn't even find my way out of these places. So the first thing you want to look at is the little bus stop and where you are here. And I'm back in game. I keep doing this. Hit M. This is the bus stop. Now this is where, when you load up the game, that is where you're going to be found. If you go to someone else's farm, that is where you're going to be found. Now this can be picked up and moved to any part of the map you want to put it in, and that little purpley bit, that's me. So if you decide you want to change where things are, you can always come. This is what your little bus stop looks like right here, this little doodobber. You can click on Z if you want to and pick it up and move it to wherever you want it to be. So that part's kind of nice. I'm going to back up again here, get rid of that. So that's where you enter the game. You're always going to be, that's where you're going to be. Now the next thing I want to show you are something called points of interest, and that's the numbers that you see on the map. And these are quick travel points. These are absolutely, totally amazing. I'm going to come out of here again, cancel this, hit M for map, no matter where I am, and go, oh, I want to go there. Instantly you're there. They are hands down the quickest way to travel. You don't have to travel to one to be able to use them. You can be anywhere you want on the map, hit M, and go off to another point of interest, and it's a really quick way to move around on the map. So when you are looking for various items, you can hit these little numbered spots and get where you want to be in a hurry. Really, really nice little feature in this game. The next thing you're looking for are the buildings. All of these red squares that you see in the game are buildings of some sort. You'll notice at the top of the screen here, off on the left, there are farm hands. I'm going to be showing you them on my live map here in a minute, and you're going to see that they're often moving around. And then the changes in elevation. Like I said, my map has got higher and lower places, and you know, the base map is basically green, but you see these dark or lighter red areas, and that's just showing you that there is a change of elevation there. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to get rid of this, go back to the game itself, and this is a farmhand up in the top left here under the 26. You can see he's moving around. He's going out and feeding my ducks at the moment, so that's cool. This over here it's called it's showing as a building, but I'm going to go there and show you what you're actually seeing is a series of, or a clump of beehives. So when I get in here, that's what I'm looking at there. I will go here and show you what these buildings look like. And you can see they can be made up of a lot of things. In this case, we've got our wind turbines here. We've got little barns over there. They could be trees in some cases, depending on the type that you've put down. These ornamental bits and bobs. You can see, where am I? Here we go. So that's what these buildings are. The big clump you see here, the number 4, is actually, again, a series of these things to make jam from fruit. And you've put them all together. So it can look very confusing when you see something like this near the 23 here. This is actually my fairgrounds. So there's carousels and rides and different things going on. These little tiny pieces here under the 11, some of these are actually boats and stuff that are in the water. So a building is basically It's a decorative item in some cases, or in the case of my little downtown area here over by the bus stop, they're places where I'm selling various produce and things like that. So that's what you're looking at there. Is there anything else I wanted to show you with that one? Changes in elevation, houses, farmhands, building. No, that's good. Now, probably the most important thing in here when you're visiting other farms, you're usually going there to do something. You're going there to get experience for yourself, or because there's an event going on. And with most events, you are limited to the amount of crops or animals you can grow at a time. So if you put in 250 in your farm, then you can go to someone else's farm and harvest for them. Those count for both you and the other person. So that's kind of nice. So there will be times when you do want to visit other farms. What you will see now, and this is a newer item in the game, the special event items, the crops or animals that will go with the events. And there's a special event actually starting today. Right around the time this goes live, there will be an event starting today that will go on for a few days. Those are in this nice bright green now, so they're really, really easy to find. So I know I can go into someone's map, I can see the special event green, the number 12 point of interest there. I can fast travel to it, check it out. Now you notice there's two different textures there in the green. One has a little crosshatch over it, and one is a clear green. The one with the crosshatch means it's ready to harvest. If you see just the clear green, there's no point in going there because there's nothing ready to harvest yet. You'll have to come back some other time. Now, quest crops, sometimes you go to a farm, or on your own farm, you're doing certain quests. Look for them in orange. I am going to remove this for a second and show you here on my map. I've got down at the very bottom of the map here, there's these two orange stripes that are showing me there's flowers there that are related to my quest, but there's no cross hatching on them. They are not ready to harvest. I've just got to wait till that becomes available. Nice and simple. If you look here back on this map, the green area over on the far left where it says ready to harvest, the things north of that ready to harvest, all that stuff, the flowers there with cross hatching are ready. They're ready for somebody to go pick those flowers. If you see the not ready to harvest part, a little bit further north from that, the clear green means there's nothing there to pick. So these are the important things that you're going to look for when you're going to help someone with quest. If you enter a farm and a message pops up that says, please help with quest, you're going to want to be looking for those orange bits if you choose to help the person with that, with whatever they're working on that day. So that's it. That's all. It's a little simpler than it first looks. The red bits are buildings. They may be shops, they may be decorations, whatever. The little yellow squares like you see here by the 20 and to the left of the 11, these little yellow squares are actually houses. You know what? I can pop into a house real quick and show you what you are likely to see in those. There might be times you want to go to houses because the person will have it set for you to be able to harvest from those houses, and that means you would do something like this. My little girl here is learning Ode to Joy, and you might be able to help with that depending on the setting that the person has done in their farm. So there might be times you want to go to houses. So there's a thing. Or on your own, of course. It makes it really easy to, I have to leave here to get that to work. There might be times when you're just looking for your own houses and you want to find, oh, there's two, I can go here and get quickly. There is one under the 7. I happen to know it's there. You don't, but there is one there. There's a couple here by the 13. There's one by the 25. So it makes it easier for you to find your own houses if they're scattered like I've done with my mess of a map. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this series, I'm going to be just filming recording a few of the parts that I like best on my map for prosperity here, because I want to be able to see them again, because here in the next week or two, I am going to be going to farm settings and hitting recycle. I am going to be leveling this farm and starting over. Ooh, big and scary moments of time here. No kidding. So, yeah. look for that if you want to see what happens there. I've read various things online and I don't know which ones are true. And the only way I know to find out what's true is to just rip her out and do it. And I've played the game enough now to realize that I like some of the things I've done, and I just realized there's a lot of choices I could have made different now that I know the game well enough to realize that. So I'm going to make them different. If you like some part of this series, if you like this game as much as I do, please do a little thumbs up, leave a nice comment if you have something lovely to say. And in these days of COVID, we all need to say nice things to each other. But I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. And until I see you next time, thanks to everyone who makes my life possible. Let's try to live our lives happy and build them beautiful. Bye-bye.